Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today we are here at Pearl Harbor and we're going to be taking the H-135 for a spin. Just going to go ahead and get re-familiar with the aircraft. It's really an awesome bird. We haven't gotten a chance to fly it much lately. And then we're also going to be checking out the latest version of the sound mod that is available for this aircraft. The last one I was really impressed with, and I've seen that it's already gone through a couple changes since then. So we're going to check that out and hopefully see some really great immersion sounds here. So stick around, guys, because this is going to be a good one. If you are interested in learning how to fly the TBM 930 from Microsoft Flight Simulator, consider joining my Patreon site, level tier 2 or above, which gives you access to all of my guides, which include the A320, the G1000, and now the recently released Cessna Citation Longitude. These guides include everything from cockpit tours to full instructionals on how to use all the systems, creating your flight plans, as well as the different types of approaches and takeoffs that are available to the different aircrafts. They are extremely detailed, full with pictures and identifying markers to make your flight sim experience with this aircraft as easy as possible. Again, link down to my Patreon site found in the description below. All right, and before we get started, I want to remind everyone that I am also now streaming on Twitch. We're going to be doing that 2 nights a week right now, scheduled, and then hopefully throw some surprise visits in there. So make sure you guys check that link in the description. Subscribe to the Twitch channel because it really helps me out, and I'd love to be able to actually chat with you guys live. That'd be a lot of fun. So getting into starting up this beautiful aircraft, we're going to go up to the overhead panel. We're going to turn on our battery master, turn on our avionics 1 and 2, as well as the standby battery. We need to turn on the auxiliary fuel pump and prime the engines for engine start. Let's turn on our anti-collision light, the position lights, landing light and strobe light can stay off for the moment. And let's go ahead and turn on those forward and aft fuel pumps. Engine should be primed. We should be able to turn those off at this point. Let's come on down to the lower panel. Make sure all of the gosh, I can't talk. Stabilization systems are off. Gosh, I can't talk today. It's been a crazy day. We're still battling the whole finding the house thing, so it's a lot going on the plate here. So let's go to the forward panel here, and now we're going to take the left engine here and switch it into the middle position and listen for the engine start. And I'll let you guys just kick back and enjoy the sounds for that. Okay, so engine 1 is at idle. That was a beautiful startup. I absolutely loved that. Now, if you guys caught the visualization effects from the rotor going one way and then back the other direction as it continues to accelerate, that is a new addition, I believe. I don't remember seeing that before. I could have missed that, but really awesome. Really awesome. So let's go ahead and rinse and repeat for engine 2. Come down here to the start switch, use your mouse wheel, roll into the middle position. Beautiful. All right, we got both engines idle. So now we'll turn on the FADEC by taking the engine start switch and moving to the upright top, or the upmost position. There we go. All right, and we are now ready for flight. Go ahead and use B on our keyboard to set the barometric pressure. You don't have to, it's just what I'm choosing to do to make things easy. Come back to the overhead panel. Let's turn on our pitot heats. And see if we have anything else that we're missing here. SAS systems and autopilot trim systems are off. So let's come down over here. Turn on the autopilot trim. Backup SAS. And autopilot trim showing released. So we're good there. Alright, I think we are ready to go explore Pearl Harbor in the helicopter. So let's get everything ready to go. Now I do want to check what our flight model is set to. It's been a minute. Looks like we're on advanced. That's good. Click that off here. Alright, so let's get ready to get out of here. Alright, got our head tracking on, so let's go ahead and get rolling here. Start by slowly advancing the collective. Make sure you guys are listening to those engine sounds as we change position here. Trying not to hit Fred over there. All right. And a simple tap of the trim button trimmed the controls for me to their current position. And we are off and rolling. I absolutely love this helicopter. It flies very nice. It's a ton of fun. So let's go play around Pearl Harbor here. Thinking those are supposed to be the flat tops. It'd be nice if we get some 3D scenery for that. And she moves. You can see we were doing about 120 knots there for a minute. I'm really excited to see the H-135 when it comes out. I will definitely be purchasing that again if it wasn't for the wonderful buying a house thing that we'd already have it. That's for darn sure. That's why I haven't purchased any of the new aircraft, sort of on financial lockdown, if you will. But hopefully all that will pass soon and I can get back to playing with all the new toys. This thing is too cool. I can't wait. So with the Neo Fly, you can actually use this helicopter to do things like air life. What's what I'm looking for? Lifelike. Simulate medical transport by airlift. So that'll be pretty cool. I can't wait to get to that point. I thought about just starting a second profile and just sort of skipping all the entry-level stuff and going straight to the helo, but that I don't know. It's kind of it's like cheating in a game for me. You know, it's like I want to earn my way up there and see the progression. You know, it's just like any other game. You know, when you start down low, yeah, nobody likes being a lowbie, but when you actually earn your way up, you know, you get that gratification from the simulation just as much as any other game. Oh, got some terrain flickering there. That's interesting. Hello, that's a tree. See, his Pearl's right there, right? Well, that's Honolulu. think we were just at Pearl. We'll see. I don't know the area very well. I do get confused, I'll admit. Which is funny because I'm like a World War II history nut. Absolutely love... Not love, that sounds so bad. Sounds like I loved the events of World War II. Absolutely not. But it truly did change the world. You know, what took place was no joke. Alright, so let's see here. What do we got? Yeah, this thing, fuel flow, weight computations, payload, crew, empty equipped. This is pretty awesome. They've really done an amazing job with this aircraft. Okay, so we're under the torque max. That's good. But if you guys have not tried this, both the link to the helicopter and the sound mod will be found down in the description below. It has come miles and miles. It's another one of those aircraft that's an extreme joy to fly in VR. Virtual reality in the helicopter, helicopters are one of those things that really take advantage of the virtual reality because that depth perception is so important. You know, when you're doing the vertical landings and takeoffs, and especially you start flying low into the terrain, you know, the VR really shines at that point. Oh, there we go. The memorial. So I definitely recommend this in VR. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Yep, that is. Let's go check out the memorial. And we'll slow her down over here. Let's see here. Pulling that collective off. Yeah, the autopilot trim is awesome. You just take your trim hat, give it a tap forward, and trims it right up. We gotta watch our descent right there. But there you go. She's turning like that because I didn't have the controls turned on for the external view, so just sort of started rocking. But let's go down. Let's check it out. All about remembering the past. I think now with everything going on in the world, and even, you know, my family and I are seeing with this whole house thing, you know, the greed is just out of control. You know, no one's caring about the person anymore. No one's caring about the family. It's just all about the money now. I think and then all the hate and violence that's happening. It's really important to remember the past, guys and gals. You know, golden rule, history will only repeat itself when history is forgotten. You know, clearly we have forgotten a lot of our values as a whole. You know, tragic day. I don't know what battleship. I don't think that's the Missouri. It's going to be hard to tell with the 2D view, but I guess it could be the Missouri. Let's go take a peek. Mighty Mo. That's got to be her. I'm pretty sure she's still in Pearl. I'd have to look that up, honestly. I thought I heard a rumor that she was being moved again, but I could be mistaken on that. Now, obviously a very bad rendering of that, but I'm pretty sure that's the Mighty Mo. Those big 16-inch guns. I love seeing those old videos of her broadsiding. Man, that must have been just awesome to hear. Like that sound had to have been just incredible. Anyway, very cool. And this is what makes this helicopter so much fun, is, you know, the planes are fun, obviously. Okay, that was a little ballsy. Probably shouldn't have done that. The planes are obviously a ton of fun, but for the sightseeing, this helicopter is so perfect for it. It's challenging to fly, but yet not ridiculously so. So whether you're a beginner or you're an avid enthusiast, you know, you can still definitely get a lot of enjoyment out of flying this helicopter. For the professional, you know, you're definitely going to be able to pinpoint issues. You know, it's not perfect, but it's a freeware. I mean, this thing, it was built from scratch for this simulator. You know, and it's free. You know, I mean, gosh, guys, I'm telling you, for something that's free, you know, no matter what issues you can come up with it, just give it a shot. At least give it a try. Just do what I was telling you, and set the difficulty, you know, through the little side pad there to at least advanced mode, and then go from there. But I really think you guys will enjoy it. It's a blast. The hard part about it is determining what buildings you can land on and which ones you can't, because obviously they're not all hardened textures, if you will. Some of them you try to land on, you fall right through them. Let's try to land on that skyscraper over there. If you want to call that a skyscraper. I know those of you who live in the areas of the true skyscrapers, that's probably not particularly impressive, but even in Tucson, that's about the best that I've got, so. Oh, I'm over-torquing. But it's a perfect little aircraft to, like I said, you have some fun with it. You can't let go. I mean, if you just let go of the controls, you know, you're going to lose her. But, and yet it's challenging enough where you can still absolutely practice your flying performance. Oh, see, that one's got, I don't know if I can get on that one. Maybe the gray one down there. Well, maybe I can land on there. I can't tell. Those textures look a little weird. I guess we'll find out. See how terrible I am. I almost feel like I should have came at it from a sideways angle. Probably would have been easier to see, but getting a little low for the skids. Easy, baby. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Well, looks like it's generating ground effect, so must be solid enough. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Nah, we can fly through it. Yeah, that's a shame. Okay. So that building you can't, but there are definitely buildings that you can land on. It is what it is. But alrighty, well, let's take her back home. Speaking of landing, let's see if I can find it. I didn't mark it on the map there. Ooh, that looks like that'd be a fun place to fly through. Alright, so we are coming back home here. And it dawned on me, by the way, I kept saying the trim hat for the autopilot trim. It's the autopilot disconnect or autopilot master button that I was trying to think of. That's just where I have it mapped on this particular bird. Alright, so where did we take off from? Anybody remember? I think it was back over there. Watch that descent rate, make sure we don't go into vertical ring state. Like to keep it descent rate when you're vertical like this or real slow. I typically try to keep my descent rate above 300. Just nice and gentle. Yeah, see, you get into fours, that starts to make me nervous. I suppose it depends on how heavy the helicopter is, though, right? How big the rotors are. Come on, inch forward. Once you get into that ground effect, that's when she starts to get real squirrely. Which I've noticed the same behavior in DCS too, so pretty sure that's pretty accurate. All right. Well, guys, I truly hope that you enjoyed this flight. It's fun to just get up and tool around for a minute. I can't stress enough, if you have not tried this helicopter out, please try it out. It has full functionality of the Garmin 3000. You can enter your own flight plans. You can see all the nearest airfields, air bases, VORs, you name it. It's got full flight plan functionality, VOR to FMS, you name it. See, the map is very nice, and what I like the most about it is because this is a simulation and we're using a mouse, you know, it makes it really nice to be able to just click and drag and look around. Everything is very nicely labeled. I mean, you can see everything clear as day right down to the taxiway. It's really fantastic. So anyway, give it a shot, guys. Let me know what you guys think of your H-135 down below. I'd love to hear it. And as always, stay safe and healthy, and I will see you